another video, guys. This new Armor Demon Hunter, well, not new, but yeah, it's kinda new. Let's call it new Armor Demon Hunter. It's actually doing pretty well. It's a pretty disgusting deck, kinda reminds me of the old Armor Demon Hunter from before the nerf to the frickin' Arcanite Defense Crystal. And yeah, it's kinda disgusting, really. Like, you can see from these little stats here, it was ups and downs for a lot of time. Now it's on the up and up again. And the deck is pretty broken. So I'm gonna give you a quick guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you know what to expect with and against this new deck. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, a like and a subscribe would be awesome. But now, let's get into it.
You are not prepared!
Here's the deck I used. I think No Hands Gamer played with it, or at least a similar variant. Apparently I'm the only one playing this exact list, and it's pretty cool. It has a lot of starship pieces actually, with Dimensional Core, with Shatter Shard Turret, as well as the Arcanite Defense Crystals, and you can get so many extra copies of these bad boys with the help of things like Carnivorous Cubicle, with Ferocious Fellbats, with Return Policy, that kind of stuff. The main gist of this deck is you try to survive the first few turns, and you do have plenty of good removal. You have Rush minions with Wind Fury in the form of the Shattered Turret. You have Divine Shields with Dimensional Core, so it's really not hard for you to be curving into your main game plan, which is to start stacking a bunch of these Arcanite Defense Crystals. And yeah, you play a bunch of these over and over again, the starship becomes very big, and at the end you usually are able to actually one-shot the opponents with the help of Ceaseless Expanse for 0 mana into 7 mana Exodar, everything goes face, and that is more than enough for most opponents to stop kicking. But if that's not the case, Kill Jaden is also in here with the clutch, so you can actually have some infinite inevitability. Going through the cards, we have Illidari Studies. You can get card draw out of this, you could get some removal, you could get some damage, but not so much. The Tusk Piercer draws you your Death Rattle minions, which would be the Arcanite Defense Crystals or the Ferocious Fellbats. Those are only Death Rattle minions if I'm not mistaken. Dimensional Core is not bad, so you can give your Starship a Divine Shield, but also it's a pretty nice early game minion because you get to kill a couple of things with this thing or tank a couple of shots with this thing, something along those lines. The Grim Harvest gives you a good card draw, Immolation Aura gives you good removal, plus Infiltrate are great combo together, or separately, but yeah, they kind of do the same. Mixologist is in here, so you can potentially revive more starship pieces, preferably the Arcanite Defense Crystal, but you could also get lucky with a Ferocious Fellbat if you play it later. But obviously you could also get something pretty whatever, like a Dread Seed or something bullshit like that. The Return Policy would be best to be used for Ferocious Fellbats. I think I was a moron in one of the games and actually used Arcanite Defense Crystal for no good reason. But in some cases that would be the correct choice. If you're really strapped for armor, you might actually go straight for that, so you can get this thing for the 4 armor, and if you have 8 mana, maybe even play it on the board. The Shattered Turret, pretty awesome, gives you a couple of 2-shot removals in most cases, and also when the starship gets launched, you actually get to kill a couple of idiots with the Rush Wind Fury this way. You also have Divine Shield thanks to the Dimensional Core, so you will be deleting a couple of things basically for cheap. The Warp Drive also gives you a lot of extra card draw and discount to boot. You should be always building a starship with this deck because you have so many starship pieces. And it's a pretty nice refill tool for you. Xavius can be extremely powerful. Like, you could get yourself extra copies of starship pieces, like play this minion and summon an extra 2/2 copy of it. And actually, if you do that on your Carnivorous Cubicle, the 2/2 copy is also actually going to summon the minion you have eaten, so that's kind of awesome. But yeah, you can also get all sorts of other interesting things out of this guy, so choose accordingly. It's definitely worth it. Arcanite Defense Crystal, very nice defense tool for you. Nothing really to talk about here, is just an amazing card still, even at 5 mana. The Cubicle is best on the Arcanite Defense Crystals or on the Ferocious Fellbat, or heck, even on your Starship at some point. But usually you're not going to be dilly-dallying for the Starship. Like, if the Starship sticks on the board, you probably already won. Ferocious Fellbat is actually amazing, so you can get yourself even more Arcanite Defense Crystals, but this guy has actually a 50% chance to also summon you your frickin' Starship after it dies, because that is also considered a 5+ mana minion. So basically, after the Starship gets launched, this might be a game plan for you. Like, if you know it's not gonna come down to you winning the game through OTKing the opponent, you might actually just launch a medium-sized Starship, like something like 10+ stats. and then follow up with a Ferocious Fellbat, and that would be a 50-50 for a couple of 4/5s or for a couple of big-ass starships, and that would be insane. Kill Jaden, he's not always needed, but he's a nice little backup plan against the greedier decks out there. So definitely worth the single card slot in here, even though we almost never used it, but he is still definitely promising. Exodar, usually you're gonna be using it for the damage straight to the face, but in some cases you could be using it for the gain armor twice. When you're using it for gain armor twice, you're probably going for the kill Jaden plan anyway, so there's that. Or you could be just against a deck that literally cannot deal all of that damage to your face, even if you AFK, that kind of stuff. And last but not least is the Ceaseless Expanse, who can also be pretty broken, especially comboed off with Exodar with damage to the face. Matchup wise, here's what we have. Nothing. So let's go to similar decks and see if we have something close to it. Here's a similar variation. So let's see what that one's about. And the matchups here show that Druids are not going to be your friend. Menagerie might be a little bit too quick. Same with Fishing Priest. Psycho Rogue and Pirate Rogue are a little bit too strong. Everything else pretty good though. I'm not sure if these aggressive decks are that strong against you, honestly. Like, you do have tons of armor in this one, and you could get a little bit of healing here and there, so I'm pretty sure these stats are not as critical as this would like to show. And to be fair, this is a little bit of a different list in the end of the day, quite a few different cards, so results may vary is what I'm trying to say. Mulligan wise, here's what we have. Going first, you are going to be looking always for the Tusk Piercer. If you don't have the Tusk Piercer, you hold on to Arcanite Defense Crystal straight up as well, because it's such an important minion. Your Starship pieces, the cheaper ones with Dimensional Core and the turret are pretty good. Grim Harvest is fine. Illidari is good, but I would not be playing it on turn 1. And if you're curving into Xavius or into Mixologist, those also make some sense. Depending on the matchup, you might even consider something like Immolation Aura though. And on the coin, again, looking for the Starship pieces and the weapon. Xavius, a little bit more capable even without a curve, and here removal is even more important if you ask me, but again it comes down to the matchup. All around that's it for the deck, not that expensive, and the legendaries in here are pretty standard stuff. Like, you have nothing but neutral amazing legendaries, so you would not be too sad crafting these because they can fit in all sorts of different decks. Hope you enjoyed the guide. Now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend. Hope you enjoy. Not sure I want to keep any of these, do I? That was a betting man. Uh-oh. Yeah, I do actually hold on to one. Sure. If I had the weapon, I don't need to, but then again I still do, because the other weapons are still drawing the other Death Rattle traps. Cool. We are curving. No need to swing with that dick. We're not in a hurry for another Death Rattle. Just like knowing we have it. That is not worth my time. Let's go ahead and clap a little. If this guy does have the wheel in there, we're not very happy, but we can still kill him with the Exodar crap. So it's not that bad. There's no playable idiot out of this, so that's kind of fucky. Technically speaking, nah, that's bullshit. I was gonna say that I could get myself another weapon out of this and start swinging with that one, but it's really not great. Nah. I'm still gonna swing for the sake of hero power swinging, but it's not ideal. Yeah, how's it going, Trusted? Frustrated, that is. What is this Trusted we speak of? You cannot be trusted. Okay. Let me slap that ass real quick. Start blasting. Dancing. Oh man. It's kind of whatever, really.
Demons? Demons.
Bit of a whatever play.
I grow impatient.
Nah.
Vengeance is mine.
Was he supposed to use location first, though? Who cares anyway? Fascinating. I don't know. It's kind of a whatever play, really, but we're in a kind of a whatever situation, aren't we? We do have Exodar lined up, so at some point, Ceaseless into Exodar blasting that starship into his mouth would be the way to go. So as long as he's not super healthy, I think it will be done. Furical or Furious would be great. Well, that's that with an extra step. Still this, right? I don't know, it's kind of whatever doing this, really, but let's just do it. Starship is nice and chunky already, so very soon we could be blasting. After this ferocious Fellbat gives the 4/5s, we are going to be pretty close in range. Where'd that BJ Hooker go again? That ain't it. Neat. Uh-oh. There we go. Another one. Should be a pretty easy game, I do believe. Was this always glowing this red? Perhaps. Ain't you dead? If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's dead, but I know better, and he ain't dead. Is he? He ain't. If I get the +3 out of this, he is though, innit?
Demons?
Yep. Let's try that then.
Demons.
Didn't. Paraglide, is that you? It's not it. Let's get a couple of these then. Am I fucking dumb? Did I pick the wrong thing? Oh my goodness, I'm an idiot. Why am I so good at this game? Did I seriously not pick the Fellbat? The Fellbat was an option, right? Fucking idiot. Surely it was. Of course it was, why wouldn't it be? Still, should be an easy win, but why must it go with a misplay? Why must I do such a thing?
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
It's not lethal right now. If this had one more health, it would have been, but it ain't. Not guaranteed, at least. I'd rather go for the guarantee, you know? Let's just do this. It'd be a damn shame if he bounces that ass, but he's just postponing the inevitable in it. Certainly feels like he. To be fair, if I did the correct play last turn, it's not like it would have made the game faster or anything like that, but still, misplay was a misplay. Don't threaten me with a good time. There we go, killing again. 52, Chief. That's a lot. As long as I pick the right one, that is. It didn't matter. Cool. That was fun. Not for him, I guess, but fun nonetheless. Funky chicken. Guess the Death Knight. That ought to be good. Been seeing a lot of leech dicks. I think I'm gonna go like that. Is chat alive? I don't know, man. Is it? Could have fooled me. Blasting. If he's running this, he could be a lot of things still, but hand buff and leech are at the top of the naughty list. No need to swing for now.
The citadel stands strong.
Let's just get rid of this thing. No need to swing again. Next turn we might. Some of that lead shipped. So be it. See if we can get our Arcanite with some extra 2/2 next to it or something. Look at that. Ask and you shall receive. This is also pretty busted, but I think this is the way to go. And I am gonna spend the coin here because I don't want him to keep on sucking.
Vengeance is mine.
Holding onto the coin for a faster Ferocious was also not a bad idea, but I think this is fine. Ferocious. He's hard running that shit, so he must be Menagerie? I guess. Oh, bless you, bitch. Okay. See if we can get another Arcanite out of that. 2 damage to all is fine. Revive. Absolutely fucking not. Or drawing the worst. That ain't bad. Yeah, this guy's never winning. Just doesn't know it yet. That sucks. Literally and figuratively. Could just kill with this, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Come on, challenger, bend over. That's a lot of damage. Discovered it though. It's time to go with this before it's too late. At this point, we do have a pretty chunky starship. Yeah, he's looking for some of that phase damage. So it might be time for me to blast for armor out of that. It might be the adult thing to do. Oh no, it's a lot of damage, Chief. Why wouldn't I, after all? I don't see why not. It's all you, bud. It's all you. You're on the play. Positioning could have done better. Sure. What about the rest of them? But wait, there's more. Yeah, this deck is just as disgusting as I remember it, guys. Who needs clipboards anyway? Still gonna be left with a bunch of... No, I'm not gonna be left with anything. But I'm not done yet! Just me, my dick, and a bunch of armor. Oh, look at that. I forgot about that. I forgot about this thing actually returning frickin' starships like that. Insane. Kinda broken, kinda funny, kinda sad. This is back in the meta, boys. Back with a vengeance. Vengeance! Remember that animation? That used to be cool.
Illidan versus Arthas. This ends now.
This is a pretty good hand, actually. Another one. I'll just equip and chill. I might need it. Might want it. And this is why we didn't swung, so we can do this. I'm down with that. Why wouldn't I, after all? Sure. Okay, we got the important guy ready. Next turn, depending on what he does, it might be this, it might be that. Looking for some bigger, better Arcanites and crap like that. Didn't do much, so I'd say Zadius is fine. -2, that's a lot of discount for a 125, man. It's almost 1%. It's almost 2% is what it is, but yeah, get it.
I grow impatient.
Yeah, I guess I'll grab this. This is not gonna summon me a second idiot from what I eat, right? To be fair, this is what I really want for this, but this might actually stick around, so I'm gonna grab that. I also want to put that to the test. These dark gifts are still kind of wonky for me. Suck. Could also just immolation here, but nah. Just do this. Let's get rid of this, shall we? He has them sons of leeches. That's not gonna be ideal, but it's fine. He does have the... Nope. Doesn't have it. Cool, well the 4-5 lives. That's hot. Just try this. It does summon a second one, that's insane. I was kinda leaning towards it not summoning a second, but to be fair, the battle cry does resolve before the second part of the battle cry resolved. It's kinda cool, it's kinda cool. Kinda broken, Z. So that definitely ended up being like a ferocious Fellbat, just a turn earlier. Yeah, kinda. He has seen into the future. He saw the future and what it holds for him, and it was not his dick. Apparently. Keep on blasting. Deck's strong, yeah. Deck is as advertised. Against the Palele.
I fight in the name of honor.
This ends now.
Something like that. Should be imbue, but let's see. Let's see. We should be hella good against imbue, as long as we have our way with the curve, and so far we do, I think. I chill. I chill.
By petal and sword.
There he goes imbuing again. Imp. You. Well, he's curving like a god. This is a demon, to be fair. Could discover an extra one. It's not like I need it, though. I don't need the rest of them either, though. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, I'll allow it. I'm gonna keep on chipping. Let him shit pant. Nothing but a face paint, huh? Okay. See how far that gets you. That ain't too bad. Just do that then. Next turn Arcanite, turn after Ferocious. Let's just hope he doesn't have the dragon.
It's time to raise the stakes.
The light dims, but we fight.
Every day we armorin'.
Sick in our stuff.
Let's just hope it's not too late. Some kind of drunk bullshitter? Drunken Butte Valley. That's supposed to be a pretty fucked deck, by the way. Not great at all from what I hear. From what I see.
Grows short.
Definitely killing it, I can tell you that much. I'll spend the coin too. If he goes a little bit too hard on me, I could just get myself another 4-5. I don't know. I'd definitely rather have the Ferocious in play.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could.
Give me some of that healing. Of course, he never would. 6 damage it is. I'm in danger. I am in danger now. So I will need to go with return policy, huh?
Shaking a stud.
Later.
The sun shines for me.
Surely we're fine. Surely we're not. Surely we're not. Fuck. God damn it. I think that should have been a win. Probably not. I don't know. That was a wonky one. I should have respected his early board a little bit more. I did not realize he was Lionessa until it was too late. He curved out beautifully with all of that imbue shit. Turned out he had a lot of aces up his sleeve now, didn't he?